The mood was triumphant, the crowd massive, most people not wearing masks. At last month's military parade in Pyongyang, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un promised to protect his people from hostile forces like the U.S. Protection from the virus that would soon ravage his unvaccinated population? Non-existent. Weeks later, a devastating fever, believed to be undiagnosed COVID-19, infecting and killing some of Pyongyang's most privileged citizens.
The military parade was a super spreader event, and we know that they flew in citizens from across North Korea.
Some of those citizens from the Chinese border region, a place I visited 5 years ago. North Koreans are living a literal stone's throw away from the raging Omicron outbreak in China. Beijing pledged to help Pyongyang battle the outbreak. The Hermit Kingdom's hermetically sealed border apparently breached by the highly contagious variant. 2 years of pandemic isolation, 2 years of sacrifice, gone in one parade.
That's the perfect petri dish for this virus to spread. So I think that parade will go down in history as a very bad idea for North Korea.
A colossal miscalculation, and experts say the likely cause of North Korea's explosive outbreak. An unprecedented nationwide lockdown, skyrocketing infections and deaths, a dilapidated healthcare system on the verge of collapse, lacking even the most basic medicines and medical equipment. Millions of malnourished North Koreans at higher risk of severe infection.
I think it's going to test his leadership, certainly, and it's going to create some urgency for very creative storytelling in the North Korean propaganda apparatus.
North Korean propaganda, crucial to keeping the Kim family in power, even during times of crisis, like the deadly famine of the late 1990s, when citizens literally ate tree bark to survive. The Kims rule over a police state that relies on heavy surveillance, restricted movement, and brutal political prison camps.
They strengthened social controls because they had the fear that, if there is an outbreak, if there is a crisis, that was what happened in the 1990s. That, the police, the secret police, the military, they all went hungry.
Now, they're getting sick. State media says around 2 million fever cases in 1 week. A crisis of Kim's own creation, potentially devastating hardship for the North Korean people.